Okay, I'm going to do this completely non-linearly. The terrifying thing about standing here is that your mind goes completely blank. Then I had two questions given by the postcards. Are we a bunch of paddles trying to pull together to a common purpose? Or are we a flock of sheep trying to resist being herded by a sheepdog looking for a door to escape from the field of control? My mind is completely blank. So I love the idea, actually, not being very English, of the territory of ecology. We looked at territories of invention in my past job in Philips Design, where I was. And my name's Stephen Kyffen, by the way, and I've just joined Northumbria University in the design school, and I work with Bob. And I'm just coming to terms with what it is in a really old-fashioned design school to teach, or actually better, learn the known with the corresponding complexity of trying to collaboratively learn the unknown, or the as-yet unknown. And how we can do that in a school together, trying to use the age-old practices of transferring knowledge from a master to a disciple. And how do we, in this school, build a culture of confidence where we can transfer competencies, we can learn to do things, we can learn to behave as designers, but at the same time, our own creativity can enable us to learn together the as-yet unknown, so that we can fuel the debate of how we change the world in which we're creatively co-acting. So then comes the linear bit. In my world in Philips Design, we weren't really a German company, we were a Dutch company pretending to be a German company where everything had to be in Ordnung. And this morning's breakfast table conversation told me that in German, if things are not planned and perfect, if they're not alles ist in Ordnung, there is a big problem. In Dutch, I learned that if something isn't quite right, it's heel vreemd, which means it's very strange and it must be wrong. And in English, I've learned, having moved back to England after 12 years in the Dutch English, or Dutch German culture, that we don't do things like that around here, do we? But that's what designers do. They don't do things like that around here. They are in the process of creative transformation, changing the world through debate. Things don't happen linearly. They happen simultaneously across all the three horizons, as I used to call them, all the three horizons of change: developing an object, developing the company, developing the nation, developing the world, responding to the world issues through taking positions. We do need to pull together the four paddles, the strategists or the business modelers. That's why what Lucy's doing at the business school is so fundamental. And we have a business school next to us in Northumbria, but there is a bit of a chasm to get across. I've tried it from the second floor window and it doesn't easily work. There are the social scientists, but for some reason in our university they've been split from the psychologists. There are the technologists in another school 2 miles away, and then there are the designers, all of whom are creative, but still have not found a way of working together to effect change or even debate about the possible change.